The reason why the Inspector General of Police is not here is because he's holding various meetings now in Nairobi to discuss the question of how to manage security in Kasarani. First of all, let me say that as the National Police Service, we are very proud that our players are part of the team that is playing for our country in this CHAN. And you know that National Police team is Premier League champions. So we have direct interest, first of all, as National Police Service on matters football. But second, let me say that I was in Kasarani on Sunday to watch the match. And I don't think, and the coach has also, Benny McCarthy has recognized that without the support of the fans, we would not have done what we did, particularly knowing that over 50 minutes we played with 10 men. So the fans are extremely important for us, extremely important to have the fans. In fact, they call, the fans are always called the 12th player. And we do not want to miss the opportunity to have the fans or to play before our own fans. I therefore, from a security perspective, would like to beg all Kenyans to really avoid going to the stadium unless you have a ticket. It is going to reflect badly on us. It is going to give us security problems. If the capacity of the stadium is exited, you can easily have a massive disaster and a security challenge for all of us. I want to request Kenyans, for the sake of our team, and if we all want Harambee Stars to reach finals, let us respect the regulations that CAF has put in place, and even the penalties they have given us to play 60% of the capacity. Let's just abide by it, and let's buy the tickets the way it is required. It is important for us to do so. It's also important, perhaps, for the Ministry of Sports, working together with the county government of Nairobi, and perhaps also the governor here and other governors across the country, to perhaps erect big screens around various parks across the country as our teams progress to quarters, semis, and I believe finals, because there will be demand for festivities that come with fans watching together the match and cheering. It may ease the burden of having many Kenyans wanting to go to the stadium. So I want to request Governor Sakaja to also explore ways, working together with our Minister of Sports, of easing the pressure by creating, erecting big screens for Kenyans to watch the match away from the Kasarani itself. But I really want to request us to abide by the rules and protect our team, protect our security, protect our integrity. Remember, this is just but a curtain raiser. The real deal is 2027, when we host the Africa Cup of Nations. So we don't want to see defiance or to find ways of Kenya being banned from hosting the Africa Cup of Nations 2027 because of incapacity. We have also noted that this thing is positive in nature, because it shows that the government of President Ruto has delivered something that Kenyans have been yearning for over 40 years. The last time we held such a tournament was 1987. So this is a hunger that the people of Kenya have for sports. It is a positive problem that we need to harness properly, but let's play by the rules and see how we can support sports in our country. So this is our plea from this ministry. We have also said the National Police Service is preparing enough officers to enforce the directives that were given by CAF, and we will make sure that we provide proper security to ensure that the unticketed fans do not access Kasarani, so that we protect our country. There has been previous debates around the role of the Commission and the role of the National Police Service itself, insofar as recruitment and sometimes payroll issues are concerned. I just want to say that we will always strike a balance in terms of what the Commission can do and what the National Police Service can do. Identification of able men and women to serve in National Police Service require certain level of expertise on the part of those who are doing so, and therefore we cannot wish away the role of the police officers themselves in terms of identification, scrutinizing, and hiring of police officers. We can also not wish away the role of the Commission as retaining overall oversight authority. So a balance can be struck where the Commission can put in place the policy framework, the qualification standards, and then the identification can be done by the NPS itself based on the directives that have been done by the National Police Service. So if you ask me really as the Cabinet Secretary, I don't see any fight, especially because I will be the one who will now have to look at the regulations and transmit it to Parliament. So before I am satisfied that the regulations are capable of being taken to Parliament for adoption, I promise you that I am going to ensure that we strike a balance between the role of the Commission and the role of the police service itself. The same way what's happening between public service and different cadre of officers. Some have been delegated to ministries to hire, even though the National Public Service Commission retains the overall responsibility. So there is, I want to assure Kenyans that there is no cause for alarm. As the Cabinet Secretary will transmit the regulations, this public participation that is going on is very important, and based on the views that we'll receive from the officers and from the public, we are going to strike a very good balance. And to start with, I have a meeting tomorrow with the Commission and the IG, and then we will work together until we find a solution. This is a very sensitive sector. We do not intend to see any wrangles. We have had a very good working relationship in the past, and we want to even make it better going forward. And from a policy position and from a Cabinet Secretary office, there I don't see any cause for alarm, and I want to allay any fears that there is going to be a disagreement of any manner. We have land issues in Nakuru that are of great concern to us. There are a bit of conflict related to occupation of a few parcels of land, notably in Gilgil constituency, in Joro, some parts of Molo, Subukia, Rongai. We have certain cases that are ongoing that are related to land disputes. We have discussed with the security team, and we've said that we must have a multi-agency approach to it, because we require the officials, the officers who come from the Ministry of Lands, to work with us to ensure that these issues are resolved amicably. Some of the problems also are related to disputes with titles, and then citizens are already living inside, and the government is already handling especially the one that is in Gilgil constituency. And we have no doubt that we will find a solution that will ensure that our citizens are going to live in peace. We want to also reiterate that most of the areas that we have land dispute is also multicultural, the many tribes that live in the place, and we want to make sure that while resolving those disputes, we do not ignite any differences among our communities, different communities living in different parts of this country. So we are monitoring land issues. We are also monitoring closely where there are fraudulent activities related to land, particularly persons who use fake documents to want to grab land from individuals, especially widows and people who are old and so forth. That behavior has always been witnessed around Nairobi and its environs, but as also Nakuru grows, the way the other cities have grown, those problems are found within us. And therefore, I have directed the regional security team to make sure that the few cases are properly documented, and that in a multi-agency manner, they carry out a thorough evaluation and the best mechanism we are going to apply. I want to request citizens that where there is a dispute on land-related disputes, I want to request them that they please take the safest means, which is peaceful settlement of disputes. Our Ngao officers, our county commissioners and the regional commissioner, our chiefs, are properly trained to help communities through barazas to solve their problems. And where we are unable to do so, you can take a court process. There is no need to resort to violence. We have a problem of gangs in this county. I have said it before. Though these gangs are not as organized as it used to, other gangs have been organized before, we know that we still have Watizedi, Confirm. We have, what did you say? I heard somebody saying somewhere there. We have, yes, all those groups are in this county, and I'm glad that the security team has managed to contain the growth of these groups, but I know that their survival is being supported by drugs and alcohol abuse. Therefore, if we go for the alcohol and drugs, we are actually going to reduce the impact of these gangs insofar as the citizens are concerned, and their safety will be guaranteed. I am really, really sad to note that some schools have witnessed a significant reduction of students because they fear the presence of gangs around the areas where the children are going to school, especially day schools.
We are very happy to have the CS for Interior here with us in Nakuru today, because a lot of the issues that we have been going through, you have really pronounced them very well, showing that you are quite aware of what the issues we are facing here, or the challenges we are facing here in terms of security, in terms of issues to do with land, in terms of issues to do with drugs and alcohol, gangs and the fishing at Lake Nakuru, the illegal fishing actually, and also finally on that issue of Mai Mahio that has been a problem for us as a county. We've put up a committee that's working with our county security team to go up there in Mai Mahio and in all those other centers that have been mentioned here, and hopefully together we'll be able to come up with a solution so that not only do we stop those who are doing it, but that it doesn't happen in the future. So we look forward to the Jukwaa la Usalama Waziri, to those discussions there. But as a county, we appreciate and work very closely with the national government in terms of security so that we can make sure we secure and keep our county secure and stable. Thank you.